Hi air travel lovers, a warm welcome back to Marco Polo Club Flyer. This is Ken, currently in London, and today we'll be relishing the air travel experience with American Airlines on their Transatlantic service from London to New York. And I'll be checking out from the hotel right now, and let's meet at the airport. Here I am back at London Heathrow Airport Terminal 3, the home of several oneworld airlines. And here we have a joint check-in area for American Airlines and British Airways. As a newly minted Cathay Diamond member, I was delighted to see an exclusive area offering priority check-in service for Flagship First passengers and oneworld Emerald members. Check-in was rather quick with no need to wait, and I swiftly proceeded to fast-track for security check. Terminal 3 at Heathrow is definitely a Disneyland of oneworld lounges, with 4 airlines running their own lounge here. I will be sharing each of them with you from my least favorite to my most favorite. Given we are starting with my least favorite, it should be little surprised that the first stop today is American Airlines' Admirals Club. The staff were the least welcoming of the 4. The excessive use of red color also didn't appeal to me. There is a sense of detachedness or coldness, almost like a hospital cafeteria. There's supposed to be a first class section, but that has been closed for renovation from the COVID days. Perhaps the best part of the lounge is the view of an AA jet. I've always loved American Airlines' simple but cool livery. And following AA, it's of course the lounge of its longtime partner, British Airways' Galleries Lounge. The club section is fairly standard, but the first class section is worth visiting. My favorite part of this lounge is the champagne bar that is extensively decked out with crystals. As expected, it is much quieter than the club section, but it's also quieter than BA's first lounge in Terminal 5. Partly because most of BA's flights depart from that terminal, but probably also because the lounge next on our list is even better. Hey look, it's a Qantas jet! Hello Qantas Lounge. This is my third stop today, and coincidentally, also the third Qantas lounge I've been to, after those in Singapore and Hong Kong. The interior design makes heavy use of stone, brass, and walnut, and is very chic in my opinion. The a la carte dining offered on the lower floor is something unexpected for a business class lounge. The bartender here was really friendly, and I had a great time chatting with her over a cup of cappuccino prepared by her. This egg dish was also lovely for breakfast. Going upstairs, there are more seats and a buffet selection. Of course, I also stopped by the showers, essential before the 7-hour flight this afternoon. And here I go for a shower. And finally, we are here at my last stop, the lounge run by my all-time favorite, Cathay Pacific. Well, to be very fair, I liked both the Qantas and Cathay lounges equally. The Cathay First Class lounge, which is just a small wing next to the business class lounge, uses natural materials and soft lighting for its interior, and together with the floor-to-ceiling windows, looks very premium yet homey to me. The large windows also mean you get to enjoy a lovely tarmac view. This lounge, especially this small restaurant, gets busy in the morning before Cathay's own departure to Hong Kong. But the lounge becomes much more tranquil as it plays host to passengers on other oneworld airlines afterwards, like a new friend from Japan whom I met flying on Japan Airlines today. I had my a la carte lunch here before boarding with the soup and broccoli, both very delicious. I was a little behind after visiting all 4 theme parks here at LHR, and to my surprise, as I was rushing to my gate, a buggy driver waved at me and offered to drive me there. I didn't have to pay for the service, and we soon arrived at gate 34.
Closing soon.
Okay.
Within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's the camera.
Yes. I suspect I was the last passenger to board the plane. The ground staff even asked me why I was so late. I don't know what their hurry was though, as lots of passengers were still stuck on the air bridge.
I'm not sure. Am I?
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Oh, Julie, right here.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
And finally, here we are at my flagship seat 2A, which had a mattress, pillows, and blankets preset on the seat. Clearing away all those items, this is what the seat looks like. I asked for water as I was quite thirsty, but you can order anything like champagne or alcohol too for the welcome drink. And now, let me sit back and relax a bit, and let's meet in the air. Cheers!
Hello everyone, thank you for your attention. It's time to get you ready for takeoff. We know you have lots of choices, so thanks for choosing American. We're happy to be your airline. Now if you'll just follow along with me, we'll be on our way.
Before American Airlines officially dropped these flagship first seats from its fleet, let's take a quick look at this cabin with 8 seats arranged in a 1-to-1 configuration. Very much of a business class product layout, but with even less privacy than usual as the side wall is rather narrow and your head in particular is quite exposed. Now let's go for a short seat tour. Storage is always key, but you can hardly find any storage space other than this shallow cabinet close to the window. I appreciate the 2 sockets though, to let you charge more than one device at the same time. Underneath the side table, you can find some old school seat controls, but I preferred to use this touchscreen panel to adjust my seat. The TV screen is right opposite to the seat and looks quite dated. Surprisingly, the handset seems to have been refreshed recently and comes with an interactive touchscreen. The entertainment content is enjoyed with a pair of Bang & Olufsen headset, which of course is collected by the crew before landing. Oh, and this ottoman can turn into a seat for your companion during mealtime. American Airlines uses Shinola Detroit branded amenity kits, which look quite classy to me. The amenities inside are rather standard however, so I won't be introducing them one by one to you today. And now, let's get our taste buds ready for the American Airlines flagship dining experience.
How are you? You probably didn't get a chance to look at your menu, did you?
I had a quick look on it.
Or maybe you know.
Yeah.
We just have the 2 appetizers. Everybody gets a soup. Do you want the soup? All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Would you want to take? I'm going to take a picture of that before you go.
American serves a 4-course meal for lunch in first class. It started with mixed nuts and olives, which went great with the champagne, and they did a good job whetting my appetite. I do think that presentation is a material part of fine dining, and it was in this aspect that I feel AA falters a little. The appetizers were not very impressive in taste, and the cramped plating and getting it all on a tray did look a little out of place for first class. The soup and steak were quite yummy, but you can see they do need some work, presentation-wise. Indeed, from photos online, it seems business and first-class meals look fairly alike. I'm happy to report though that the ice cream sundae, available in both first and business, was as tasty as it looked and was a fantastic end to a delicious meal.
No worries.
It's so beautiful.
We're all set then. We're all set. And you know you can make it go back and do all sorts of other stuff with the remote.
Does everything will launch into space?
It's really lovely.
A day flight means I'm awake for most of the flight, and therefore more time to play around with my seat and take photos. The first class seat rotates to face the window, and this is a good marketing gimmick for this seat product. By rotating, you can create your own private lounge or office in the air. A really cute design, and I just really loved the view outside of this office at 35,000 feet. Despite the flight's medium haul duration of around 7 hours, and another meal service due to come before landing, AA puts out some cold finger foods and packaged snacks in the galley for those who are peckish. I was still too full from the lunch, so I didn't have any, but I did want to take a nap and try out the bed. A flight attendant kindly made the bed for me upon my request. Now, I'm not sure if it's because the seat was designed to mimic an office chair, but it didn't give me a sense that I was sleeping on a bed, even with the mattress. Nonetheless, I managed to get some shut-eye for an hour or so, and when I woke up, it was dark outside, and soon came time to get my taste buds ready yet again, this time for the refreshment service.
What did you want to drink?
Diet Coke.
Okay,
nice.
May I put this here?
The refreshment tasted quite good too, and after the meal, while exploring the entertainment system, I came across this seat-to-seat chat function. Tinder in the air?
To clear up the car, to clear things up, we are not going to Chicago. We will be landing in New York in a few moments.
As we are approaching JFK, let me give a brief summary of this air travel experience. It was quite good actually. Online reviews had lowered my expectations somewhat, but I felt the service was fine. The cabin crew were all very willing to help, but somewhat less proactive or less approachable than on Asian Airlines. I chalked that down to just me being shy. The food was good, the steak, the burger, and the sundae were all great, but the presentation overall could be better. As for the seat, while interesting to me as a first-time passenger, it is not competitive in the first-class market now. But at least there's AA's new flagship suite product to look forward to. But having said all that, the best part of this travel experience, definitely the one-wheel lounge hops at Heathrow Terminal 3.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off. And thank you for choosing American Airlines.
Thank you for relishing the air travel experience with me today. May I invite you to join me in savoring our next journey.